Question 6CI, this was really badly answered, and I've got to be honest, I reckon it's been really poorly taught by myself, because I don't think I've actually shown you this. This is called a spirometer trace, and that measures people's breathing rate and depth of breathing. So I just want to talk about this a little bit. You can see that this person knows that the person's breathing rate has actually increased, so they get a mark for that. They didn't for the second reason, but for 2 marks for this, breathing rate has increased. How do you know that? Well, basically, if you look at the spirometer trace on the right hand side, okay, during exercise compared to at rest, during exercise, time along the bottom, you can actually count the number of breaths that they've taken. So when you breathe in, you take in a breath there. That's 1. Then you breathe out, 2. Then you breathe in again for the second time. Breathe in for the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and 8th time. So you can see they've had 8 breaths in that duration. Whereas compared to this one, at rest, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 breaths in. Okay, so you can see breathing rate has increased, and the mark you get then is for saying the lines have got closer together, or the number of peaks has increased during exercise compared to at rest. Okay. The next thing, so breathing rate has increased. Depth of breathing will also be another reason. So depth of breathing, you take a big long deep breath in compared to when you're just sat now at your desk listening to this video. And again, the depth of breathing, we know it's increased because it goes all the way up to 2 dm cubed, or volume, sorry, all the way down to 2 there as well. Whereas at rest, only goes to 0.5, so you've got really small waves on that line to indicate small amount of air is going into the lungs. Whereas this one, got big breaths going in, huge amount of air going into the lungs. So if your second reason you said you take deeper breaths, you know this because the lines have got longer, they've got bigger. I think a couple of people identified it went from 2 to 2, so that was 4 dm3 in total, compared to there was only 1 dm3 in total. Okay, hopefully that makes sense. Please ask me if you're not 100% sure on the spirometer trace, but that's something that's new to the specification.